Hello amigos, ¿cómo están? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Bit of a special video today. Obviously Mexico have released their roster for the next couple of games that they're going to be playing against Iceland and Portugal next week. And again, a whole bunch of Chivas players have been called up, 7 in fact. I'll just go through them. Obviously Talibang Hell in goal, he's the most informed goalkeeper at the moment, so it's understandable that he'll be there. Piojo again, whether that's fully deserved, I don't know. And then obviously Campillo, which is a big deal. I think Campillo could do something really special in the national team. Brian Gutierrez again, Ledesma again, Hormiga again, obviously the most informed Mexican striker at the moment. And then obviously Efrain Alvarez, which he gets his turn this time, which is awesome. No Coutinho this time, which I think is a little bit disappointing. I think Castillo deserves at least a call up. But yeah, apart from that, 7 players is enough. A lot of people are a little bit negative really about this. Obviously, Chivas fans don't want their best players, 7 of them, going to the national team and potentially getting injured ahead of a really tough week for us. Couple of weeks, in fact, starting with Cruz Azul tomorrow. Literally tomorrow, as I'm recording this, yeah, we don't want injuries. I don't think all of these players are going to get much game time. I think Hormiga will get a game. I think Talamangel will get a game. I think Campillo will probably get some minutes. I think Brian Gutierrez will get a game. Piojo will get a game. Efrain, I think, will get some minutes. Yeah, that's my opinion. Yeah, I mean, like, are they going to go all out fighting for 2 wins? Especially against Iceland, especially against Portugal. I don't think so. I think this is more of a Aguirre trying to figure out some players and fill out his roster a little bit. A little bit disappointed Coutinho wasn't called up. I think that left back spot is still absolutely wide open in my opinion for the Mexican national team. But it is what it is. And I tweeted it out yesterday. I was like, Chivas fans have got to get used to this. With our squad at the moment, with our great players at the moment, we are going to be the backbone of the national team in the not too distant future, and we have to get used to that. Again, the World Cup's inconvenient; it messes up our league year timeline superbly, which is unfortunate. Again, I don't think 7, 8, 9 players from Chivas are going to go to the World Cup. I don't. I've got doubts about Campillo, even though he's an outstanding player and he deserves to be in the national team. I still feel like, and Efrain Alvarez as well. I've got doubts about him, but I think Tala, Piojo, Hormiga, Ledesma are definites really for that World Cup squad, and we're just gonna have to make do. We've got loads of good players in the academy. Again, it's not the same. Especially in Ligia, we got a real chance this season to do something special, and it's of course it happens in the World Cup year, but it is what it is. We've got to deal with it as we've got to deal with it. I think it's a great move for the club. I think it's a great move for Mexico. What a turnaround! Like I remember not too long ago, probably 2 years ago, there were no Chivas players in the national team, and now more than half of the squad is Chivas players, which is awesome. Melito has done wonders for this team and this club. Long may that continue, but we do need to get a trophy out of it to really cement the spot. Otherwise, what's the point? Hormiga's already being linked to moves into Europe. Barcelona being the latest one. How credible that one is, I'm not sure. I have to take everything with a pinch of salt. But even just getting rumoured for big clubs, I think Hormiga's off in the summer, whether we win something or not. And yeah, rumours that he turned down the CSKA Moscow move, which is awesome to me. I mean, if he's going to go to Europe, I don't want him to go to Turkey and I don't want him to go to Russia. No offence to you guys, but I want him to go to a top 5 European league. And Barcelona is definitely one of the biggest clubs in the world still, even though they're practically broke at the moment. I don't know if they can afford the 20 million for him, but still, being linked with them is a massive for him. And he's doing brilliantly at the moment. Long may that continue. Touch wood. Hopefully, he can keep being a star player for us. I just think it's a good move. Obviously, you run the risk of injuries. You run the risk of not having your best players during the gear, which is unfortunate. But I think this is the way forward for Chivas. You want Chivas players in the national team, especially Ledesma and Gutierrez as well, who recently made the change from the US. I think we found a little bit of a spring over there in America with the Mexican Americans. Daniel Aguirre as well. I don't know whether he's cat tied to USA or not, but I think he deserves a call up. I think he's been outstanding, one of our best players at the moment, especially in the last year or so. Maybe he can, but I don't know what his nationality situation is like. So, maybe that plays into it. I think he could do a job in the US men's national team. If I'm being brutally honest, I think he's a top player. But yeah, look, we've got to get used to this. We're gonna, if Omega goes to the World Cup, then this is a perfect time for Sergio Aguero to step in. He's doing brilliantly with Tapatio. He absolutely deserves a shot in the first team. I think he can come in and do a job for us. Um, covering Hormiga in the not too distant future. But yeah, let me know what you think about this. Obviously, 7 players is a bit of a chunk. We've got massive game tomorrow, and obviously a couple more massive games coming up in the near future as well. What do you think we're going to do in terms of coping without them? I can understand Chivas fans not liking this at all, especially friendlies. I feel like players like Tala, Hormiga, Piojo, they're already in the team, in my opinion. Maybe some people saying Hormiga is a bit of a maybe. He's the most informed Mexican striker in the world right now. It would be outrageously stupid to not include him in the World Cup, and you have to start mentally preparing yourself for it because I feel like it is going to happen. All the other players, there's a bit of question marks over them, so we don't really know how many Chivas players are going to go, but. I think it's great. I think it's the clearest sign right now, other than winning a trophy, in just how much of an upturn this club has taken over the last year or two, it's partly because we're dipping into the Mexican American market in the USA. We're bypassing all the outrageous prices and the toxicity in Liga MX, and we found a wellspring of really, really talented players that are doing really well for us. And God, I hope that continues because it's doing us wonders at the moment. And I don't think USA teams are going to change their prices just because Chivas are the ones asking for the money. I think their American players are quite happy selling quite decent amounts of money to Mexico to play with the biggest club in Mexico. So, yeah, no, this is awesome for me. But again, I do understand the risks, so we'll have to wait and see what happens in the 2 games. I'll try and do a video early next week, Monday, Tuesday, to talk about the Cruz Azul game. It's another massive game, back to back to back massive games. I think we've got Atlas next, which is crazy as well. Let me know what you think about this. All these players called up. Let me know what you think about Coutinho not being called up. I think Castillo has a shout to be in this team as well. But let me know what you think about this, guys. I'm really interested to see what your opinion is. I've viewing it as a good thing, although I do recognise that there are negative aspects to this. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like, subscribe if you haven't done already. I really do appreciate that as well. Comment down below. I always reply to all the comments. I love talking to you guys. And yeah, let me know what you think about these players and what they can do in the next couple of games. And who do you think at Chivas makes the World Cup squad? Let me know that as well. I think Piojo and Hormiga and Tala are the only nails on. Piojo, I don't know whether he deserves it, but Aguirre seems to love Piojo, so I do think he'll go. The rest are question marks right now. Let me know what you think about the question marks. Do you think they will or will not go? And yeah, enjoy the weekend as well, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days to talk about the Cruz Azul game. So have a good weekend, guys. Adios.